Hey guys, welcome back to the Foolish Show. Of course, I am Foolish Phil. Just wanted to give you a few thoughts after Georgia's 33-18 victory over Alabama in the college football playoff. Obviously, you see me here at my work site. Late games don't mean, equal. Not going to make a video that night, so I'll make it the next morning. And just want to say, why are these games on Monday night? Why could they not have been on a Saturday night? College football is all about Saturday for the most traditional games, so why is this game always on a Monday night? People have to work, right? Oh well, the college football committee did not ask me. Surprisingly, they didn't ask me. But man, I really hope when they get the new contract worked out after the 2025 season that they'll not have the title games on a Monday because it's stupid. Anyways, I just gotta say it's nice vindication as a Michigan fan for Michigan to be beat down and outclassed. Totally. If you watch my other video about Michigan-Georgia game, I gave all the props to Georgia. Their defense is outstanding. And the Georgia defense, again, returned to that outstanding form. You kind of wondered how it'd be in their rematch against Alabama. In the first game, the SEC title game, Georgia was beaten. Easily beaten, I would say, too. I think it was 41-something. They gave up so many points. Their wide receivers open all over the place. So, how would the rematch go? And that's where you really got to start here is that Kirby Smart and Lanning, their defensive coordinator, really changed up their scheme. They needed to get pressure on the quarterback name. He also eludes me. Bryce Young. And they got pressure on him consistently through the game. They did not make it easy for him. It's like the defense took it upon themselves to show the college football world, to show themselves that SEC title game was a mirage. I mean, that's not who they really were. That this was an epic, historic defense. And you saw that tonight. And really, you got to say the Georgia defense is what held Alabama off, held Georgia in the game, because I really think that Kirby Smart knew they had to play a little bit more conservative game plan. It was, if you remember, this reminded me of the 9-6 Alabama-LSU game back when there were super defenses just fighting for any yards. Anytime you got a first down, it was a big play. And obviously that was 9-6, I think, for the whole game, that Alabama-LSU game, but 9-6 at halftime. And the key there, again, was Alabama did not score touchdowns. Alabama was forced to go for field goals. And it's true because Georgia's offense is not explosive. They're not a team that's just going to throw the ball all over the field like Tennessee or an Ole Miss that can just kind of go punch for punch with Alabama and try and, until they make a mistake and they lose by a couple touchdowns. Georgia needed to stay in the game, so they played conservative, and it was 9-6 at halftime. And then you make your halftime adjustments, and as I expected slightly, Alabama comes out and they get another field goal, so it's 12-13. 12-13. No, it wasn't halftime. It wasn't halftime 9. I went ahead. Sorry, I went ahead. I skipped the third quarter where Georgia actually scored a touchdown here by Zamir White on the run. They go up 13-12. And all right, now we're going in the fourth quarter, a 1-point game. This is, despite the fact it might be boring to the normal people, normal might be the wrong term, to the casual observer. This was a great game because you have all kinds of defensive plays. Every play mattered so much. It's not like, we gave up a touchdown, we're just going to drive down the field and get it right back. Every score mattered so much. And going into the fourth quarter, it's a 1-point game. And this is where Alabama typically will find a way to win. And Georgia typically will find a way to lose. Field goal for Alabama, they go up again 13-12. Sorry. Alabama gets down 13-12, I should say. And, because I got to go back, sorry. It was 13-9 after third quarter. Sorry. Like I said, not much sleep. Forgive me on that. And then we have kind of the interesting plays of the fourth quarter. A tight game. Stetson Bennet has the fumble. And it's recovered. Alabama, boom, touchdown. Up. 13 for Georgia, 18 for Alabama, so they're up. And I was just thinking that's going to be it. because like you're just going to see shell shocked. You're going to see Bennet, so kind of collapse here. It's going to be it. He kind of looked a little shaky through the game. That's going to be it. Total props. Georgia was facing that pinnacle, right? Are you going to go forward or are you going to collapse? And what happened? Stetson Bennett hit Mitchell for that 40-yard strike touchdown. The play, to me, that's the play of the game. And Alabama did not score again. After that drive, it was just all Georgia, right? I mean, 3 touchdowns to end the game for Georgia. That throw by Bennet, what a throw, man. I mean, that's going to probably go into the highlight video of all championship games. It's a spectacular throw. When you kind of were doubting Georgia, personally, when you were thinking Alabama was going to take over the game, Stetson Bennett hits Mitchell, 40-yard touchdown. They get the lead. They don't relinquish it, right? They get the ball back. Great defensive stop again. They get the ball back, and what a great coaching call by the offense of Georgia. They have the misdirection. They do the quick RPO type thing, and they hit their quarterback Bowers for the touchdown on the swing pass. Excellent call. Made sure that the Alabama defense was overly aggressive, selling out for the run. Hit Bowers for the touchdown. Great call. And then 26-18. Alabama's driving, under a minute to go. And what happens again? The defense comes up with a play. They get the pick six, seal the game. Alabama falls. Georgia ascends to the throne for this year. What a great game. And as a college football fan, I got to totally appreciate the game. As a Michigan fan, this kind of resonates with me 2 ways. One, it's kind of cool, if you will. Georgia defeated Michigan, and Georgia wins the title. So, if you will, Michigan at least lost to the title winner. Fine, whatever. The second thing this really resonates with me as a Michigan fan is the feeling that Georgia Bulldogs must have when they finally defeated their arch nemesis, if you will. They could not beat Alabama. They had lost to them in so many big games. They've had collapses to Alabama in these big games. And to be able to finally defeat your nemesis, defeat the power of college football, to ascend to your throne by beating them, that just makes... that just resonates with me because, as a Michigan versus Ohio State fan, Michigan had, obviously, if you didn't know, Michigan had been terrible against Ohio State for the last 9 games, 10 years overall before they finally got a win this year. And how much joy that brought to me watching Michigan beat Ohio State, right? And I can only empathize with Georgia after how many tough games and tough losses they've had to Alabama to finally ascend and defeat Alabama in the marquee game of the whole year. So, just got to give props to Georgia. Alabama, they're Alabama. I mean, I already see that they're already picked to be the college football playoff, number 1 seed. They're already the betting line for next year. So it's like, it's like Alabama's just so good. It's like it takes like the perfect game, the perfect season to finally defeat them. And Georgia had an all-world defense. Their defense was outstanding. So much speed, so much power. And their secondary is only going to get better. That was kind of, if you will, their Achilles heel in the first Alabama game was their defense in the secondary. And their defense did much better this past game. And so it'll be interesting to see how many of those guys go pro. It always is. How many guys go pro off Alabama. Georgia, you'll see them lighting up the first 2 rounds of the NFL draft. So, a lot of people will be going pro. But still, they're just loaded with talent. And they should be the number 1 and number 2 teams coming back next year, too. So, college football season wraps up. What a year it was. Georgia wins the title. Michigan beats Ohio State, makes their first college football playoff. Cincinnati, first Power 5 team, or non-Power 5 team, I should say, makes the college football playoff. So a lot of interesting games happened. A lot of interesting storylines happened. And it's too bad. College football is so awesome. And now we have to wait like 8 months for more college football. It's such a long time. Oh, I love college football. Hey, I appreciate you guys watching this video, for watching my videos throughout the year. If you have any comments, please put them in the box below. I'll try to respond as I'm able to. And until basketball season, I'll try to do some videos on those. Michigan basketball is going through COVID, so they're, not playing, so that's kind of a little disappointing. If there's any comments on like anything you would like me to talk about, just put them in the box. I've always liked more ideas, not just always Michigan and college football, but if there's something else, obviously I'll try to do some playoff games and such, NFL playoffs. But again, really appreciate you guys watching me through the year, and hopefully you'll watch some more videos as the year goes along. Until I see you guys next time, as always, go blue.